Hello my fellow followers of the Samurai players, Zaript here. Yesterday I came home from a week-long trip to Spain, which was quite nice. And what do I find when I come back? I find that Agony Duck and Seattle Steel Luvmo played semi-finals of TWCC 1v1 tournament. Yes, 5 very interesting games which I want to cast, but unfortunately I can't get Luvma's permission. So I hope he will let me do that, or maybe someone else will cast them, because these games are worth seeing. And I will put a link to replace on in the description of this video. So since I can't cast them yet, I will show you another game. This is a game I played today against CA Sega. We had a nice chat before the game, and it was quite fun to play with him, so I want to repay him in the only way I can. I will cast this game, and I will tell it from the beginning. I won it, and I want to explain how I won, because this is a kind of game I had a clear game plan in mind, and it was executed quite nice. So I think it will be beneficial for Saiga to know how his opponent was thinking in this game. And the thing I have to say before I start the game is that this is a 10k funds. I have promoted my avatar, and I'm still leveling him up. So, and Saiga has a level 10 bronze avatar, so I have 500 more funds than him. So that's a thing to consider, because, well, we will see when game starts. These 500 funds were quite important on this game. And map is Jigokudani Valley. Well, this is a kind of choke point map with 2 ridges on the sides, with the smaller ridges near them. And on this map it's... Oh, and game is starting. So, this is the map. And as I was telling, and well, we all know it because we all played this map, these ridges are quite important. Because if you put your forces in the middle, in a lower ground, you will have a lot of difficulties. Because of this hard, raw terrain, your forces cannot help each other if they're clumped up here, and you will be attacked from all the sides. Generally, it is a bad idea to play from a middle on this map, and that's why melee and cavalry become so important here. First of all, these ridges allow your melee units get closer, and cavalry obviously allow you to get to the ridges first, and then you try to use your uphill advantage with your cavalry to run over your opponent. So let me start with compositions and explain my plan. As you can see, well, let's see. I have 3 black tortoise force, each with 2 of them with 1 chevron, 1 of them vanilla. I have white beer infantry. I have 2 shogi ties. My general is some mix between gun and bushido. I have, well, differently vetted Yariki, but they all at least 4 chevrons. And I have spear levy. So from this composition, if you have seen the games of Duck against Luvmo, you can say that I'm under impression from his play, and this is kind of Ducky composition. Strong cavalry contingent, a little bit weak line, and some melee support. That's how he played against Luvma mostly. Now let's take a look at my opponent, Saiga. So he has a classical melee rush, 3 spear levy, 3 shogitai, 2 of them with 1 chevron, one of them, yeah, all of them with 1 chevron. He has 4 Yaruki, 3 of them vanilla and 1 with 2 chevrons. Usually you can get away with vanilla Yaruki in 10k funds, because it's you don't want to spend too much funds on upgrades, because 10k is quite low. And he has 150 range Azure Dragon Force, which is interesting decision. And his general is some mix between Bushido and Ganjen. Okay, so what my plan is, we both had Shinobi Informer at the start, and I put a lot of my forces in the forest just to confuse him. And from Dojosa, this is a farmhouse and shrine. So I was lucky he deployed like this. And when I seen through Shinobi Informer how he deployed, I had a clear plan in mind. I used this cavalry to distract him, to make him think I'm going to put a pressure on this flank. But my main target is shrine, because if I get my line on these 2 ridges, he will have to attack uphill, and I have 2 shogitais and 1 spear levy to stop him if needed. And because of 500 funds difference, I actually have much stronger cavalry. So this 500 Koku went into my Yaruki upgrades. Another thing is, this 150 range Azure Dragon Force, I don't think it's needed on this map. It's quite difficult to use 150 range unit here, especially if it is alone. It can be okay if you put your line on a ridge, but because of cavalry advantage, he will not get the ridge. So, you see, after distracting him with the cavalry here, I'm running with my cavalry, I'm using my mobility, because what I really want is this flank. I want to get a defensive position from which I can push him away from dojos or force him to attack uphill. Which is quite easy plan, and I guess this deployment on his part was mistake. I guess he thought about how would he attack me, so maybe he assumed I will try to make this to take this ridge. I don't know, but simpler thinking would be, what do I need? What does he need? He needs shrine. So securing shrine and this ridge, I think, is much more important objective. And he doesn't have any spears to support his cavalry or to push my cavalry away. So I get to choose my timing until his line melee units get closer. I start my cavalry attack because I know I will win here. And here I just back up my units because I want him to chase me and charge him with my shogitais. And here I waited until his Azure Dragon Force get a volley on this cavalry. This isn't particularly good attack on my part, but it did the main thing. I get rid of his cavalry and I get a position I want. So now you see I get this nice lance around this attacking melee force, and because of this farmhouse his attack isn't he doesn't have nice front. it's his units clamp it up, and his timings are a bit not very good here. So as you can see here, I got what I wanted. I got rid of most of his cavalry, while I still have 2 of my units. Well, actually, I didn't. Nice fighting here. I thought I won this fight easily. And now I leave the spear levy just to stop these forces for a while, and I will want to get rid of his cavalry. I sent my general and even my 2 of my black tortoise force to face this cavalry. And here I'm slowly getting rid of these cavalry units. It was much... how do I say? I paid too much here. Because my attack wasn't very... It was nice timing, but I could have done it much better. And this Azure Dragon's Force actually in a forest, they got quite a lot of kills. But his main force are dead now. You see, 2 of my Shogitais got this one 100 kills, this got already 170, and all my line units are alive and in fight. So now I'm getting rid of this Azure Dragon Force, which did quite good. So, and as you can see, this game coming to an end. And what happened here? My opponent, Sega, was forced to attack uphill, and that is because, well, I think this 500 Koku made a big difference in this game. It's very important to have stronger cavalry on this map, because cavalry is what gives you advantage at the beginning. Cavalry is what lets you get the reach, and I think instead of getting 150 range Azure Dragon Force, he could have gotten stronger cavalry, because you get the reach, you get uphill advantage, you get the edge in a fight. And here his melee forces were already tired when they come to my line, and they didn't even get in melee with my line. So that, and you see, I didn't think about anything complicated. It was very easy plan. Get uphill advantage, get the ridges, destroy cavalry, and I actually got 2 separated fights going on, and his forces were splitted and didn't help each other. So here I got clear cavalry advantage, and here he was attacking uphill, as I was telling before. Well, let's see final statistic, just to see how which unit get most of the kills. So this is a nice fast game, and why do I think it's important to see at games like this? When you play melee rush, any composition you use, you have to account for what the opponent might do. It's obviously you can't get perfect compositions that will win you any game. It's impossible. Yeah, I don't think it's... I lost track of what I'm trying to say. But having a clear plan in mind and being able to read your opponent's plan is very important. That's what I'm trying to say. So, and what's interesting is we deployed exactly the same amount of manpower, but I get much more kills. How much? Almost 300 more. Okay, unit statistic. This Shogitais that slaughtered 2 units of spear levy and 1 unit of Shogitai. They, well, both Shogitai were stopping force, and they were actually shot at the back by my line, so I killed some of my Shogitais. Vanilla Black Tortoise Force did quite well. Yariki obviously did well, and surprisingly, this spear levy, I don't know how this happened. You have seen this spear levy was up against another spear levy and Shogitai unit. How did they get 84 kills? I don't know. Maybe he didn't click attack order or something. Saiga, if you're watching this, please rewatch replay, and this is quite important to understand. Why didn't your spear levy and your Shogitai rout my spear levy instantly? This shouldn't happen. I didn't expect this myself. General bodyguard, I could have used it much more efficiently. I could have got more kills with it. These white bears were shooting at 150 range Azure Dragon Force, and because Azure Dragon Force were in forest, there is not that much kills as I would want to. And this is Yariki that got 1 nice volley from that Azure Dragon Force, so they died. I used them inefficiently. I should have started the fight with white bear infantry, so that first volley would hit my white bears and then charged with cavalry. But I thought that I have to make it faster, because white bears were still far away, but timing was good, because if I waited just a bit more, his melee attack would have started and it would be harder for me to micro 2 fights at the same time. And what I did, I microed my cavalry fight, and then I just went to micro my line units on another flank. It's not a trick, it's like your attention management. It's actually quite hard to micro everything at the same time, but in 10 candy funds you can do that. So, Azure Dragon Force, I guess they paid for themselves considering how much of my cavalry they killed. Quite nice. Shogitai. This is a Yariki that was charging my line units again and again. This is a flanking Yariki, and as you can see, vanilla Yariki can be quite effective if you don't stop it fast enough. This spear levy actually killed quite a lot. Yeah, I think I will rewatch this replay. It's interesting how much kills this spear levy's got. Yariki. Yeah. So basically, I explained everything that happened, and I think what Saiga could have done better in this exact situation. Obviously, he could have deployed better. He could have played more cautiously, fight for the. I mean, he didn't have to split his forces so wide, spread them so wide. He could have used 1 spear levy with his cavalry to force my cavalry from the ridge. And that would have put me in a much more vulnerable position. Other thing he could have done better is to prepare his melee attack better, because he actually attacked me through the choke point near between 2 dodges. You don't want to do that. You have to prepare your rush a bit better. Well, that all comes with experience, and as I already told you, you have to remember I had a nice fund advantage. So I hope this was not too boring for you. Well, this is my first video after coming back, and well, thank you for watching. I hope to see you again on my channel.